how's the podcast is blowing up? It's really good.
Thank you. I don't know if it's like, I don't know if I was, when I first.
But you're on other platforms, right?
I'm on like Amazon, Apple. I'm on it.
Yeah. A lot of these. Your podcast is literally the best podcast on this platform. I'm not pissing in your pocket. That's honestly what
I love doing it. It's fun doing it.
But you talk about cool stuff, do you know what I mean? The other people just talk about getting cheeseburgers through the drive-thru, and how's the podcast blowing up?
Saturday, my friends. Yeah. Sometimes me and Lincoln are a little bit busy on our Saturdays, but not today, my friends. We are here for you. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing, man? It is welcome to NoAvaiL Mystery Podcast. Yes, I'm your host, Joey the NoAvaiL Shaddy. Here with me is my dog and not a vodka love from hell. Linky, where you at, man? What's going on?
Well, guys, what's going on in the world for me and you and everybody else? Hey, you guys ever heard of Brack? I am that motherfucker. Oh, man. Anyway, it's gonna be, well, we got all kinds of good stuff today. I've been pulling up the mad stuff. You know what the mad stuff is. That means the tasteful business of nothing at all. Well, I'm sorry, that's not really it. Hey, Chuck, you think that's why maybe, I don't know. You think people are getting bored of this?
No. I don't know, maybe. I don't think it really, as long as we're having fun, I mean, you know what I'm saying. I am ready for some advertising, which I'm going to start doing. Oh, and everybody, please. Oh, and yesterday, I was real busy as I was doing this, so I probably talked real annoyingly bad. I will not be doing that today. Nope, I just did it again. I will not, I'm sorry, I will work on that. I don't want to be sounding really annoyingly stupid or anything bad, you know what I mean. Not for you guys. Not for you guys. You know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. Oh, thank you. I see you back there. I see you. Hey, you were in the front row last time. Oh, man, why are you back there? What's up? That was very nice of you to... Hey, Lincoln, don't do that. So I was talking... Do you guys ever think... Here's one thing that of a mystery of mysteries. Well, that I think is pretty mysteriously mysterious. Has anybody ever wondered how Bluetooth works? We're going to go over that tomorrow. Well, if not tomorrow, coming up this week. It's a real cool description. It really is. Today we're going to go over... Well, actually, I think a friend of mine is going to be calling in. I hope so. He keeps saying he's going to. We'll see if he does. If he doesn't, that's okay. Well, there's my dogs. You never get a dull moment with Lincoln and Bentley around. You know what I mean? Me if they're not ruining the mic.
Don't be doing that shit, Dad. Don't. So, Dad, what do you think, how are you gonna do this tonight? You need to stop saying, anyway, because I only ever don't see that, so don't do that, okay? Good. Well, I'm gonna have to meet up Bentley so early, so I'm not sure if I'll be around very much, but yeah, I think we should be, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Bentley. God, you're so amazing. Yes, you are. In a deep, fat way. There he is, South Oz, man. Everybody give it up for him, man. What's up, brother? How are you doing? What's going on? You know, I noticed yesterday how annoyingly bad I talk. I'm going to try not to do that today. I don't know how far I'm going to get with it. But, all the same, it's going to be a fun, it's Saturday. And how is everybody's Saturday going anyway? It's going to be, well, I hope that it's not too boring for everyone, but all the same, it is never a dull moment around Lincoln, if you know what I'm saying. Oz, man, how you? What's been going on? I've been listening. Well, I get these notifications now, and on Saturdays, in the mornings, it's usually when I see like early dig your show, dig it, man. Always had. When I had that astronomy podcast, we used to always listen to your show. I dig it, man. I dig it. I want to. So if you have not checked out South Osman's a man. He's a man. He's got an awesome show. If you have not checked it out, if you are listening to this on a different platform, go to Podbean, open an account. They're free. There's a lot of really good podcasts, but check out South Oz. There's a list. Check it out. A lot of good podcasts on Podbean. There are. Everybody. I mean, I get why nobody wants to hear this mysterious shit all the time. Really, it's not. It really is kind of like, dude, you can always say so much about mysterious mysteries. I mean, well, unless you change it around a lot. Now, myself, that does nothing. I've learned one thing. It doesn't matter what you like. You gotta feed it right to the audience. Which is why I will always take recommendations of what you guys might want to hear from my annoying self. However, that goes with like music. I tell you what, Osman's got the best goddamn soundtrack in the goddamn world. Seriously. There's a lot to say about someone that listens to good music, man. I'm serious. Especially when you're a Clutch fan. You never see cool-ass people until the next time you go to a Clutch show. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you've never been to a Clutch show. Temple's heard this, man. Slayer, goddamn. I grew up on this shit. Not that I'm an old geezer. Well, yeah, I am. I'm 47. I've fallen into the geezer age. I'm not your 20-year-old phasing, but I was once. That was a while ago. But shut up, Lincoln, you shit bag. It doesn't, man. You know what?
I always laugh at your old ass because you're getting wrinkly up now for you. Man, my balls are smooth and shiny.
Lincoln, don't talk about this shit on here. God damn. There are girls that listen to this, and they don't want to hear about your balls, dude. Or maybe you do. I don't know. But I don't want to. And there's different aspects to the world. You know what I'm saying? Jam out to this just for a second. It's not even the whole song. Because I don't know. I got kicked off Spotify once. Bring it back down! I'm just kidding. Spotify, please don't kick me off.
Now you see that evil will always triumph. because good is dumb.
Hey, I didn't say it. I just pick up the samples. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm glad everybody got a minute to see, I'm back in that. My speech is just incredible. And as I say, sometimes I forget, not everybody is as perfect as I am, but you guys will learn someday, and I hope to God you hear the sarcasm in my voice, knowing that I'm everything but perfect. I might be second, but not first perfect. I'm just kidding. I don't. There's been some. Yeah. Anyway, please, nobody take the serious. You know where you have a fork in the road, and you can either take the funny and the serious. That's kind of the same direction. If sarcasm is your thing, if you take the right and you're a little bit more, well, okay, wait, time out. You know what? I forget. I got to keep on track, my friends, and I'm really, really working on that. There was a lady that well, one time, you know, it was constructive criticism, and I get it, and I understand. I don't know. Sometimes, not always, but mostly, there's a. Actually, you know what? There's not a subject. I don't even. Yeah. So, has anyone had any creepy experiences while hiking in the Pacific Northwest? Specifically, that is a word. If you don't look it up, you just go with it. Once while hiking in the Great Smoky Mountains, we spent the night at a shelter that had galvanized fencing across the front with the gate. Now, the next morning, we were the last to hit the trail as we were about to step through the gate. A large black bear strutted right within a foot from where we stood. Now, I mean, that it's not a Bigfoot or a Loch Ness just going by your campsite and, hey, flipping the flipper, but you know, man, if there were a cub around, or two, or three, it would really be fucked. But in that instance, it's pretty fucking scary. That's when you hope there's a Bigfoot behind there so he can take the, the attention off yourself. No, that scared the shit out of me. Oh, speaking of camping, this is almost about. If me and Lincoln are going to start going out to some of these places, and we are going to stay out there until we find something of a monster such as the cryptid that we all speak of as like Bigfoot. Pretty sure Loch Ness isn't going to make it out to a campsite, but if he does, we'll rope him and take a ride. And but we're going to sit out there until we get something on video. Hopefully at that time my phone won't keep dying. But until then, so if you check out our website at www.double.backlash, I know there's a name for it, just NaMysteryPodcast.podbean.com. You see a beautiful, amazing website. It's just, God, it's incredible. It's not at all. But if you go on there, you'll see a crowdfunding page where we are, and I hate to say it, but if you want to check out some funny shit with me and Lincoln camping, we might need your help. Now, I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying if $1 to 50 cents, anything, we'll stream it live. You guys can be with us. I mean, and be there for the whole thing. I'll video camera, everything. But I might need a little bit of help. But if not, I'll still stream it. I shouldn't probably say that if I'm going for a crowdfunding thing. But not real comfortable with a crowdfunding thing, to be honest with you. But just in case someone won a lottery for $50 million, $1 million, $2 million, I'm not asking for a lot. kidding. Everybody, please know the sarcasm in my voice. Anyway, we are going to start going camping. And we're going to sit out there. Lincoln, how long? Like, oh, he wants to live out there. Hope, and dude, we will get some real cool footage. Yep. And even if you just want to check out our website, just because, you know, it is www. / NA as in Nancy Apple Mystery Podcast .podbean.com. Oh, also, Podbean finally gave me a fan base page. Everybody go to it. I said it is free. You don't have to have Podbeaner points, nothing like that. Go on there. You can become a fan base, a fan on my page if you want. If you don't, I get it. But if you do, I said it for free. You don't have to have Podbeaner points. Like I said, it's free. You can be part of this all. And also, I always leave this open for calls if you feel like I'm really, really boring, which I am all the time. To make this more, interesting, I leave it open for the call in. I understand if you don't feel obligated. Just don't. Now, in 2005, my best friend spent the summer working in Yellowstone. That would be cool. At the last time I'm sorry, I'm going off. Okay, at the end of the summer, I flew out to Idaho to meet him, and I drove home. We bought a pass to all the national parks and decided to make that our trip home. Driving to every park on the way back to Alabama. A few nights before I was set to leave, I had a dream that I was in a gift shop. It was set near the edge of a cliff or ravine. It was made of stone, and it was circular. Nothing really happened in the dream other than looking at souvenirs and calling out to my friend, Reed, as I walked from one rack, blue shirts, to the next. As the dreams go, it was an uneventful one. It stuck with me, though, for some reason. About 4 days into our trip, we got to the Grand Canyon, which, man, there's nothing like a gigantic canyon, stand on the edge, and just jump off. And maybe I shouldn't. You know what, I don't listen, dumbass. Don't do that, by the way. And, Lincoln, can you get trouble for saying that? And Lincoln said it. Lincoln's a dog. Listen, don't listen to him. Please don't go to the Grand Canyon and jump off. I don't think I need to honestly put that out there, but I'm just saying as if, well, NoAvaiL Mystery Podcast, Joey said jump off, so I figured, why not? Don't do it. But if you do, make the best of it. Do backflips. Turn around, see if you can do a front before you. A few nights before I was set. No, we already went through that. But about 4 days into our trip, we got to the Grand Canyon. We drove through and eventually came upon with the highest part of the Grand Canyon. And down there, you could see these caves that, I don't know. Well, you know how dreams, they defy gravity. I always have this thing where I'm not falling, but I'm going down like a hill thing. But it's almost falling, but it's not. Anyway, you know how dreams just, that's how you describe them. Reed, my best friend, has a habit of walking fast, and he often gets way, way ahead of me. I have to call out and tell him to slow down. As we entered the store, he was doing exactly this. I rounded a corner face to face with a rack of blue shirts. As I called out to Reed to slow down, it was then that the dream hit me. Everything was exactly as it happened in my dream. The outside of the store, the inside, the parking lot, the sky, all of it matched my dream. I was a little wary of the situation. I was afraid that the dream was a warning, or that I didn't remember something important, as I always don't or do. But with my dream, the visit to the gift shop, it was very uneventful. You know, nothing to see here. We left and continued our road trip home. And it was that I came up with this really boring story. Yeah. I just, figured you guys might really like it. So, mysteries and all that take place. And that's my, it scared the shit out of me. You should have been there. It was, yeah. But what is the most frightening experience you've ever had on a camping or a hiking expedition? Lincoln, you know what? I know I told you this, but I'm going to repeat it for a minute. Me and Lincoln are going to start going camping and find these goddamn animal cryptids, and we're going to, I don't know what we're going to do once we see it. Well, we're going to record it, and we're going to show you find people. Yep. If we don't swim all the way down to the bottom of the ocean, don't get mad as the oxygen tanks. They're expensive. However, I was canoeing, not hiking, in the Adirondacks. This is a story. This is really, I'm not. It was in the 90s when we were just kids. Just me, my older brother, and my dad, and we stayed in a lean on an island on Ratchet Lake. Okay, I was making sure. Okay. And a microburst hit. 100-foot trees were being uprooted and tossed around like a child, pulling a weed out of tossing it into the woods. Needless to say, whoever built the lean and to build it right, and it's a miracle one of these trees did not fall on us and crush us to death. It was very peaceful the next day. That was my first taste of real life or death up here, and believe it or not, I slept through most of it. I love stories that freak you and me out. I'm a God damn. This one from a Mary Ann Besser, Bessr. If you have questions, they pop up. Sometimes people need to ask. It was around Halloween in Western New York during the mid-1980s. God, the 80s. You weren't born then? Lucky you. A group of my friends and I, who had been, it's mostly the shorts. They have the, came way up and they had little lines that go, and rude dog. All right. A group of my friends and I, who had been together since the early grade school, were commenting on how much we missed the thrill of celebrating Halloween each year. One boy in our group, Alex, received his parents' permission to have a costume party and bonfire at his summer cabin in the woods. Wait a minute. We're not reading that. Nope. I've already read that. I'm sorry, everybody. Please don't be mad. Please don't get mad at me. Oh, well. Oh. Oh shit. Oops. Okay. Sorry, I was thumbing through things. I was making sure that I did not cross-reference the same thing that I just did. Well, mostly for your guys' sake. Now. And if you guys are bored with this shit, please, I will, just say, stop, dude, and I will, I promise. And I won't even be, Now, Stephanie S. Stevens, not fucking around. He says, when I was younger in my 20s, I took some friends fishing one late night below the dam of Fort Worth, Texas, as known to be where the big monster fish are at. I had parked my car on the point and walked down to the river, and my friends had followed me down the hill with a lantern and some flashlights. And when we got to a spot where we needed to be, to catch these monster fish, we all put our fishing poles together and baited our hooks. And soon as we were going to throw our lines in the water, we all saw a woman floating across the river into the woods and disappeared. She lit up like a glowing white light. We all saw this woman, and she is bearing a long white, always those fucking white dresses. God damn. And then they bring me out. Okay. And me and my friends were so scared we all packed up and left that night. We never went down to that. Well, to go fishing again. That's fine. It might be an idea that I would follow. I needed to know what I was seeing at the dam, so I looked up history records and found so many drowning records that being recorded throughout the years at the Fort Worth Dam. Fort Worth being in Texas, just in case where geography was off. That was one thing I was never real good at, geography. That's the kind of shit I'm trying to stop going off the working, you know what I'm saying? Now, this one, I might need help with this one. Maya Victor, okay? Not sure, okay. I've spent most of my growing up in the woods in rural areas. I was homeschooled by my grandma until the middle of high school. And during that time, I wasn't home helping care for the stead. I was in the woods. Okay. Basically, feral since I never wore shoes and would sleep in my camp behind the house. I was taught how the woods work and how to take care of myself. In this time, I saw and experienced many wild things like being shot by hunters, chased by bears, found a abandoned homestead, actually very common, befriended a wild dog, broke my ankle, and hopped a few miles home. Broke my collarbone falling out of a tree. Found an abandoned 1800 cemetery. I found one of those before, not to brag. Though I have to say the most bizarre would be finding a present under my outdoor Christmas tree in the woods. Well, is a Christmas tree out in the woods? I mean, even cool, but normal. I only had my grandma who couldn't have done it because she can't walk without a walker, and the tree was past the river. End quote. Was I supposed to quote that one again? Yeah, I think I wanted. Oh, yeah, I mean, they were talking. So. Santa Claus is real. What can you say? Now, Meredith Easton Mendez. She says, now she starts out with the laugh out loud, so take that as it may. I was camping and had to urinate. But there was no latrine. I found the perfect spot away from all the campers, pulled down my pants, and crouched. Just when I started urinating, I heard footsteps, the pounding of feet, then a breeze on my ass. A military procession. At least 20 guys in fatigues running by me on a drill. They all waved and said hello as they stared at my ass. Some laughed. You made cat calls. Most turned around to see what the naked front of me looked like, and quite the memorable experience. But hey, I can laugh about it now. Well, what do I call that mistake? Chalk that down to 12 foot. Stephen Peacock writes, I should have expected this, but it never really crossed my mind until we did the Wonderland Trail around Mount Rainier. I used to live in Seattle, and we used to go to Mount Rainier. And God, that mountain is amazing. Gorgeous. Anyway, on the north side of the mountain, there are a few handfuls of flowers, few shrubs, for the most part one tree. There are gazillion different mushrooms and about as many other fungi, which I have a story about fungi, and it is mysterious, and it is weird. All colors, and a tree fungi a few feet up a large tree that the trail uses to get it to an 8-foot wide log to walk upon. It is dark there under the trees, few birds or mammals. Best to use a tripod to steady captures of images. It is a fairyland to spend 2 days walking through the 6-inch duff on the trails. Huge giants of trees over 300 years old surround you. Fallen trees like 4 deep. The bottom layer must be trees that lived over 1,000 years ago. Another time my wife and I pretty much was walking the trails in the High Sierra that we came across, curious to see what they led. The map, of course, showed the dash line we had set agenda, except to be out in 8 days. That didn't make sense to me. A few days in, we were sitting on a rock off the trail snacking when an old grizzled man who had been walking the other direction from us came over and said hello. He was possibly the thinnest person I've ever met, who was still upright in its substantial shape. He was carrying a handmade pack with 1-inch wide straps, no padding. It could have held 30 pounds perhaps. After an hour of intriguing stories and events, we finally figured out he was hungry, so we shared some of our food with him. He refused more than a handful, saying he had plenty of stored along the trail. Apparently, he was sifting through the bear boxes for a bit of food from his bag, a little more from the other one. He took as little as he could from each so that nobody would be put out, missing a substantial amount of food. That was nice. Wait a minute. Oh, shit. Bear boxes have been placed and maintained by the National Forest Service and the Forest Service so that backpackers have Oh, yeah. Take a break. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Oh, my God. Oh, Lord, that's not good.
Hey guys, so it's true, the stimulus checks are back. I just got mine in the mail, and the best part about it is you don't need to give out any personal info. Just your name and your address, and they'll send it to you.
Light expansion rates in the universe's earliest moments, a period known as inflation. This rapid expansion could have allowed distant regions of space to equilibrate, explaining the CMB's smoothness across vast distances. The quest to understand the universe often brings us to the threshold of the observable and into the realm of speculation about what lies beyond. Among the most intriguing prospects is the detection of unknown signals originating from beyond the observable universe. These signals, inherently mysterious due to their origin from regions we cannot see, could potentially carry information about the early universe, the nature of cosmic expansion, and even the existence of other universes or dimensions. One category of these unknown signals could be gravitational waves. Unlike electromagnetic radiation, light, which is impeded by objects in its path and becomes redshifted over vast distances, gravitational waves travel through the cosmos largely unimpeded, offering a pristine glimpse into the universe's most cataclysmic events. Detected from beyond the observable universe, these waves could inform us about collisions of supermassive black holes in the early universe, phase transitions in the vacuum state of the universe, or even cosmic strings, hypothetical defects in space-time. Another potential source of unknown signals might come from neutrinos. These subatomic particles, with their almost negligible mass and weak interaction with matter, can traverse the universe from the most distant regions. Detecting ultra-high-energy neutrinos from beyond the observable universe could offer clues about the conditions of the early cosmos, revealing processes related to the formation of the first structures or hints of physics that deviate from the standard model. Quantum fluctuations, magnified during the period of cosmic inflation, might also leave imprints detectable as subtle anomalies in the cosmic microwave background, CMB radiation. These imprints could manifest as patterns or cold spots that hint at the influence of structures or phenomena beyond our observable horizon, potentially even signatures from other universes in a multiverse scenario, where bubbles of space-time form distinct universes. Additionally, theoretical constructs like dark matter axions could generate detectable signals. If these hypothetical particles exist and interact with our observable universe from beyond, they might produce unique electromagnetic signatures under certain conditions. Discovering such signals could not only prove the existence of axions, but also offer a window into the larger, unseen cosmos. Black holes, some of the most enigmatic entities we know of, serve as cosmic laboratories for testing the limits of physics. Those lying beyond the observable universe, in regions we cannot yet see or study directly, tantalize scientists with the potential to hold secrets about the universe's most profound mysteries. One secret pertains to the nature of quantum gravity. Black holes challenge our understanding by bringing the principles of general relativity, which describes gravity at macroscopic scales, into conflict with quantum mechanics, which describes the microscopic world. Black holes beyond our observable universe might exhibit behaviors or properties that provide insights into this unification problem. For example, the way in which these black holes evaporate through Hawking radiation could offer clues about how gravity operates at quantum scales, potentially leading to a theory of quantum gravity. Another secret involves the formation and evolution of the early universe. Primordial black holes, hypothetical black holes formed soon after the Big Bang through the collapse of density fluctuations, could exist in abundance beyond the observable universe. These objects could inform us about the conditions of the early universe, including the distribution of matter and the nature of dark matter. If primordial black holes contribute significantly to dark matter, detecting their signatures, such as gravitational waves emitted from collisions, could unveil the universe's dark sector's composition and behavior. The information paradox, a puzzle concerning the fate of information that falls into a black hole, also hides secrets about the fundamental principles of the universe. Do black holes beyond the observable universe destroy information, as classical theories suggest? Or is information somehow preserved, as required by quantum mechanics? The resolution of this paradox could revolutionize our understanding of information, entropy, and the fabric of space-time itself. Supermassive black holes beyond the observable universe could reveal the process of galaxy formation and evolution on scales and in environments different from those we can observe. The interaction between these black holes and their surrounding dark matter halos, interstellar gas, and star systems could provide unique insights into the dynamics of galaxy formation in different cosmic epochs and environments. The existence of black holes with properties or behaviors not predicted by current theories could open the door to new physics. This could include black holes in higher dimensional space, as predicted by some theoretical models, or black holes with unusual charge or spin characteristics that challenge our understanding of astrophysical processes. These anomalies could hint at the existence of exotic particles, fields, or principles of physics that only manifest under the extreme conditions present at black hole event horizons. While black holes are well-established objects in cosmology, known for their extreme gravitational pull from which not even light can escape, the idea that they might serve as bridges or tunnels to distant parts of the universe, or to other dimensions, is grounded more in theoretical physics than in observational evidence. Yet, this notion captivates the imagination and invites exploration into the limits of our understanding of the universe. At the heart of this idea is the theoretical construct known as a wormhole. Wormholes, solutions to the equations of general relativity, are hypothetical tunnels through the fabric of space-time, connecting two distant points in the universe.
I consider myself to be a gearhead and am very passionate about cars, from owning different vintage sports cars and taking adventures in them with my wife to making models of classic cars. These cars have special memories tied to them. So it's a joint adventure that we enjoy together.
Zales is celebrating 100 years of making statements, dangles and bangles, and treating yourself to styles that make every day a little more wow. Zales, 100 years of diamonds, style, wow.
Energy density, something that has yet to be discovered or understood. The very notion of traveling through a black hole to emerge in another part of the cosmos or a different dimension confronts us with the problem of singularity. At a black hole's core, according to current theories, lies a point at density, where the laws of physics no longer apply as we know them. How matter or information could pass through this singularity intact is a profound mystery, one that challenges our current understanding of physics. The early universe, a period just after the Big Bang, holds crucial clues about the cosmos that extends beyond the observable limits. This primordial epoch, encapsulated in the cosmic microwave background radiation, provides a snapshot of the universe when it was only 380,000 years old. By studying the CMB, scientists gain insights into the conditions that prevailed in the early universe, offering hints about the vast cosmos that lies beyond our current observational capabilities. One of the key clues from the early universe is the uniformity of the CMB across the sky. This surprising uniformity suggests that different regions of the universe, even those that are not causally connected, meaning light has not had time to travel between them since the Big Bang, have similar temperatures. This observation has led to the inflation theory, which posits that the universe underwent a rapid expansion shortly after its birth, smoothing out any initial irregularities. Inflation implies that the regions beyond our observable universe were once connected to our own, and therefore might share some of its fundamental properties. This connection hints at a cosmos that is homogeneous on the largest scales, extending far beyond what we can see.
Apologize. Talk about karma. Instant karma. If you don't believe in karma, well, I just proved it. This guy outside, I was watching, him and his girlfriend were fighting, and he pushed her down, and he jumps in his car, takes off, and he fucking runs right into this fucking pole, dude. I mean, it was, dude. Talk about instant karma, man. I don't know what you're going to find out my thing, but dude, I had to go. That was pretty funny. Anyway, I'm sorry. Apologizing. Okay. I don't know what I was like. Okay, this is a fun story. 2 decades have passed since I experienced a chilling and inexplicable event in a dense forest. An event that drastically altered my beliefs and perception about the paranormal and supernatural. The movie, show. Back then, I had no interest or belief in such matters. However, a single eerie night in 2003 reshaped my understanding of the unknown. Since that encounter, we've delved into countless articles and ancient folklore, trying to make sense of the fear that it lingered with me. Even now, I recount this story. A part of me fears its return, a fear that has silenced me for years. Yet, something within urges me to share this experience with you, perhaps to warn or enlighten others who might encounter something similar. Right into this. I was two-time cancer survivor by 18, leading a solitary life due to my health and the constant travel for treatments. My social life was virtually non-existent, as my education was frequently interrupted by illness and medical appointments. Shortly after my 18th birthday, driven by a desire for healing and peace, I decided to embark on a solo journey to a mystical spot in Southern California, near the renowned Mount Shasta. Anyone sounding familiar? This place was known for its supposed healing energies, a concept I respectfully entertain in hopes of finding emotional solace after my battles with cancer. My parents supported this quest for self-discovery, and we planned my week-long hike meticulously, considering my limited experience in the era's scarcity of mobile phones. They're one out. God is a hell of an invention. With minimal supplies and a mix of naivete and determination, I set off on my journey, ignoring warnings about the area's eerie legends and focusing solely on potential wildlife dangers. The first night in the wilderness was unsettling. I encountered other hikers who behaved oddly, avoiding interaction and watching me from a distance, which I initially dismissed as harmless quirks. However, as night fell, and I settled by my campfire under a starlit sky, and an inexplicable feeling of being watched crept over me. I tried to shake off the unease, attributing to my overactive imagination. My tranquility was shattered in the early hours when I woke up to the sound of my name being whispered in the voice of my deceased younger sister, who had tragically passed away in a car accident years earlier. Ooh. This impossible occurrence shook me up, but I rationalized it as a trick of a mind or a mischievous prankster in the woods. Curiosity overcame my fear, and I ventured into the forest. Well, that's okay. That's following the eerie calls that now morphed into my father's voice. And deeper in the woods, the whispers intensified, becoming a cacophony of unintelligible murmurs. Suddenly, the natural light of the moon and stars was obscured by an unknown source, revealing a haunting figure resembling a caricature of a witch with a pointed nose, hunchback, and a cloak. The cloak is what does it all. Now, I'm just saying. Drawn towards her by an unexplainable compulsion, I broke free from the trance just in time, fleeing back to my campsite with the creature's angry, animalistic screech echoing behind me. Throughout the night, the entity tormented me from the edges of my campsite, and you just fucking deserved it. I mean, you didn't. Never crossing an unseen boundary. It whispered cruel taunts and goddamn accusations in the voices of loved ones, exploiting my deepest guilt and fears. As dawn approached, the creature vanished as mysteriously as it appeared. Well, man, traumatized, I made my way to the nearest town, where a kind stranger helped me calm me down and contacted my parents. The stranger later became my mentor, spiritual guide, and eventually my husband. Since then, my life has regained some normalcy, but the memory of that nightmare remains a haunting presence. Well, you know what, man? My husband and I have revisited the site of my encounter several times, never experiencing anything similar again. I believe the entity, possibly a mimic of malevolent spirit, preys on vulnerability, which my husband's presence somehow negates. Today, I am more of a spiritual and content person, but the echoes of that night in the forest linger. I remind a reminder, I'm sorry, of the unknown that exists just beyond our understanding. I hope that sharing this tale brings me closer to closure and understanding. Well, my friend, I hope it does too, because, well, this next one, well, man, This is why me and Lincoln want to go camping. And we want to experience some of these things. Like I said, might need your help. This one is... Well, let's just get right into it. For nearly 3 decades, I've scoured the globe, seeking anyone with an experience akin to the one that haunts me to this day. It's remarkable considering the passage of time that such encounters remain shrouded in obscurity. The incident I'm about to recount remains an enigma, a window into the unknown realms that lurk in nature's untouched corners. I've ventured through countless forests and have glimpsed the unexplainable, but the entity I encountered one fateful night stands as the most harrowing and elusive of all. My roots lie in the bustling city of Rochester, a place surrounded by vast stretches of wilderness. From a young age, I've been an avid explorer of these natural sanctuaries. The event that changed everything occurred when I was 18, during a weekend camping trip with 2 close friends, Marcus and Ellie. We had frequented this particular spot many times under the watchful eyes of our fathers. But this was our first solo expedition, a taste of freedom that was intoxicating. That evening, under a canopy of stars, we engaged in our tradition of sharing eerie tales. Unlike our usual light-hearted banter, Marcus's story, set in the very woods surrounding us, was deeply unsettling. He spoke of an unbelievable creature, his account so vivid and sincere it left him visibly shaken. We dismiss it as the overactive imagination, unaware of how prophetic his tale would prove to be. Hours later, around 3 a.m, a need to step out of my tent arose. The forest felt unnaturally still, the usual nocturnal symphony eerily absent. As I ventured further, a strange luminous caught my eye, a soft glow in the oppressive darkness. The moon, previously bright, was now obscured, intensifying my unease. Rationalizing my fear as a trick of the mind, I resolved to return to my tent. It was then, amidst the silence, that a whisper sliced through the air, stopping me cold. The urge to investigate the source of the light overpowered my apprehension. I didn't even pause to grab a flashlight. I was drawn to the glow as I compelled by an unseen force. Well, there's your first problem. Navigating the dimly lit path, the light seemed to recede with every step I took. I finally neared it. I was physically and mentally drained, as though something in the air was leeching my strength. The light emanating from an indescribable point above formed a peculiar triangle shape on the ground. As I stood there transfixed, a rapid movement in my periphery startled me. A swift, shadowy figure darted between the trees, accompanied by a sound reminiscent of a faint screech owl. The light abruptly vanished, and with it, the moon reappeared, casting a weak illumination over the scene. Fear gripped me, but curiosity held me in place. Then, emerging from the shadows, stood a creature of nightmares. Bipedal, but with an additional pair of limbs, it resembled a grotesque fusion of human and avian forms. Its thin, taloned appendages twitched in the air. As it stepped into the moonlight, vast, tattered wings unfurled from its back, stirring the air with a sinister grace. Let me guess, you just fucking sat there. I was paralyzed by fear as this creature bared its fang maw in a chilling semblance of a smile. Jesus God! Its elongated tongue, flickered grotesquely, and then, with a jarring dislocation of its jaw, it unleashed a piercing shriek that resonated through the forest. In the surge of terror, I bolted. The creature's shrieks echoing behind me. I ran with a desperate speed, fearing the worst. Reaching the campsite, I found Marcus and Ellie awake, their expressions mirroring my own terror. My frantic explanation was met with disbelief, until Marcus's pallor confirmed his own encounter with the same monstrosity years prior. The remainder of the night was spent in vigilant shifts, each of us grappling with the reality, what I had witnessed. By dawn, the forest had returned to its deceptive tranquility. In the wake of the encounter, questions plagued me. Were these beings extra testicles? I'm just kidding. Extra testicles, sorry. Or something else entirely. What was their purpose? And why had I been spared? Well, despite my fear, the experience didn't deter me from returning to the wilderness. In fact, the following year, armed with the recording equipment, we revisited the site, capturing only the eerie echoes of that otherworldly screech. To this day, I venture into those woods driven by a need of answers. I don't blame you. The enigmatic creature, a specter from the unknown, remains an unresolved chapter in my life. Its existence is a testament to the mysteries that lie hidden in the heart of nature. Reminder of the unexplained phenomenon. That awaits discovery. Well, my friends, that's meant for me, God, man, and I am man. Oh, God, but down, I'm freaking out. I guess I am. Thank you for joining in a NoAvaiL Mystery Podcast. I'm your host, Joey ToNoAvaiL, Shaddy Lincoln.
Thank you guys. Welcome. Thank you for joining NoAvaiL Mystery Podcast, you guys. We couldn't do it without you. We love you to death. Please join my fan base page. It is free. No Podbeaners you need.
Hey guys, thank you much. Have a wonderful Saturday and weekend. We'll probably join you guys later. We'll be hanging out. Please join us.